ever been rejected for not being extraordinary enough. That's what happens to our hero, Khalid. For the 8th time, he proposes to the girl he loves, and for the 8th time, her father shuts him down. The reason? He's just too ordinary. Fed up, Khalid decides he needs an adventure, something to prove his worth, not just to her father, but to himself. His quest leads him to the legendary Furyk Crypt, a place shrouded in mystery and whispered to be the last spot his own parents ever visited. Before he dives into the unknown, he seeks wisdom from his grandfather. His grandpa, a man of connections, calls upon an old friend and hands Khalid a strange, incomplete book. It's a journal, written by someone who had dared to enter the crypt before him. Armed with this tattered guide, Khalid waits for a moonlit night and descends into the underground passage. The journey is long and treacherous, and just when he thinks he's getting somewhere, the tunnel collapses behind him. There's no turning back now. He crawls out of the wreckage, not into the familiar fields of his village, but into a blinding, barren desert. He's completely lost. Luckily, he spots two figures in the distance who guide him towards a city shimmering on the horizon. This isn't just any city. It's the land of Zikola, and Khalid has arrived on a very special day. Zikola Day, their biggest celebration of the year. As he walks through the city gates, he's greeted by the sights and sounds of a massive festival. He soon befriends two locals, Yaman and Ard. They start explaining the bizarre rules of their world. Here, in Zikola, money doesn't exist. Instead, they trade with something far more valuable, their intelligence. Every transaction, every purchase, costs you units of your own intellect. Work hard, and you get smarter. Spend recklessly, and you literally become dumber. But there's a darker side to this system. The poorest person in Zikola, the least intelligent, isn't just looked down upon. On Zikola Day, they are publicly sacrificed. The victim is chosen through a chilling game, and the entire city watches. Suddenly, the festive atmosphere feels a lot more sinister. Khalid, realizing he's way out of his depth, decides he's had enough of this extraordinary adventure. He wants to go home, but Yaman and Ard deliver the crushing news. The gate he entered through is sealed. It only opens once a year, on the next Zikola Day. He's trapped. A whole year in a city that could literally drain him of his mind and his life. Panic sets in. How can a stranger with no understanding of this world survive? He needs a way out, and fast. His desperation leads him to a local doctor named Asif. She's compassionate and willing to help this strange outsider. As Khalid explains his situation, a clue from his grandfather's old book clicks into place. The book mentioned a rare and incredibly expensive text, a book about a mysterious illusion called the Furyk Underpass. This could be his ticket home. Legend has it this book was brought to Zikola 20 years ago by another outsider. Together, Khalid and Asif start digging for information. They discover that this legendary book is the single most valuable item ever sold in Zikola. The price, a fortune in intelligence units, far more than Khalid could ever hope to earn. But the bigger mystery is who has it. The trail leads them to the person who originally brought it into the city 2 decades prior. As they uncover more details, a shocking realization dawns on Khalid. The description of the man from 20 years ago, the one who owned the book, it matches his own father. His father was here. He had walked these same streets, lived under these same strange laws. And he had possessed the very book that could save his son. Khalid's personal quest for adventure has just collided with his family's hidden, tragic history. He now has a dual mission: survive Zikola and find out what happened to his father. To even think about buying the book, Khalid needs to get rich, Zikola style. He teams up with his new friend Yaman, taking on odd jobs, solving puzzles, and doing whatever it takes to accumulate intelligence units. It's a grueling process. Every day is a struggle to get smarter while the city around them is designed to make them poorer. Meanwhile, he and Asil follow the cold 20-year-old trail of the book, piecing together fragments of the past. The search becomes more and more dangerous. They learn that the book didn't just disappear. It was passed down. The owner wasn't his father anymore. The truth, when it finally surfaces, is more horrific than anything Khalid could have imagined. The person who now holds the book, the key to his escape, is someone he knows, someone he trusted. It's his own brother. And how did his brother get the book? The incomplete journal, the family secrets, it all comes crashing down. His brother hadn't inherited it. He had taken it. He had followed their father to Zikola all those years ago. And in this land where the ultimate price is your life, he did the unthinkable to possess the book. He killed their father. Khalid is now standing face to face with his brother, the man who murdered their father and left Khalid's mother to grieve alone, the man who holds the only key to his freedom. His journey to become extraordinary has led him to an impossible choice. To escape Zikola, he must confront his own family's darkest secret and deal with the brother who betrayed them all. The question is no longer just how he will escape, but what kind of man he will be when he does. Will he seek justice, or will he just save himself? The final price of his freedom might be more than just intelligence units. This story is a roller coaster of adventure, mystery, and gut-wrenching choices. What would you do if you were in Khalid's shoes? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into incredible fictional worlds. See you next time.